This is WNEP TV 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Jack Ruland in Skycam 16, meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Tim Carlson Sports. This is Newswatch 16.
The driving force behind the Kirby Center in Wilkes-Barre came forward today to answer criticism about the Center for the Performing Arts.
Businessman Al Boskoff held what he called a fireside chat. Newswatch 16's Valerie Devine is live now at the Kirby. Valerie, I understand this chat turned into an emotional news conference.
Well, Nolan, it certainly was. Al Boskoff says he's very pleased and proud of the progress made here at the Kirby Center, but he's also very concerned about some criticism it's received by some of the very same people who helped to get its start. Al Boskoff says one of the reasons he feels the Kirby is such a success is because of the people who live here in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. 71,000 of them have turned out for the 44 performances since the Kirby opened. But some of those very same people are complaining. They say, among other things, buying tickets is difficult, if not inconvenient. Boskoff says the problems at the Kirby are just like a case of opening jitters, and he's hurt that members of the public are upset so soon.
I think there's been an honest effort to run a theater as well as we can, and I think if we failed, it was honestly, not dishonestly. And I think we're hurt by the criticism, and it appears to make us look like we're trying to take advantage.
Boskoff says he realizes that some people may not understand how the theater works. He also emphasizes that the center opened without any rehearsals for employees. Theatergoers we talked with are generally pleased with the Kirby and have few complaints about coming here.
Well, I haven't had any trouble. That's all I can say. I've enjoyed coming. I haven't had any problems.
I like everything that we've seen so far, and as I said, the only complaint that I have is that we had to go across the street to Boskoff's for tickets for Evita, and I thought the tickets should have been on sale here.
Now, Boskoff says the only long-range answer to the ticket problem is a computer. For now, he suggests people just buy their tickets early. As far as the future is concerned, Boskoff is working on a long-range marketing plan to help ensure that people stay interested in the Kirby Center long after the opening glamour wears off. Valerie Devine, Newswatch 16, live with the Instacam in Wilkes-Barre.
Thank you, Valerie. A judge in Northumberland County has delayed court action that is meant to get striking Shamokin teachers back on the job. At a meeting here in Sunbury at the courthouse, the judge said he will take up Shamokin parents' plea for a strike injunction only after the Shamokin School Board also brings an injunction.
We do not feel our time has been wasted. We definitely feel our children will be in school sooner than if it would have been left to the school board to file their own injunction.
The board meets with striking teachers tomorrow, Tuesday night. The two sides could meet tonight as well. Strikers at St. Stanislaus Medical Center in Luzerne County have agreed with management on limiting the number of pickets at the Newport Township facility. Today's agreement made an expected injunction. 90 unionized nurses and others are striking the medical facility. The number of patients being cared for has been cut from 90 to 50 because of the strike that started last Wednesday.
It took 16 months to build, and today the new bridge linking Sunbury to Shamokin Dam opened a year ahead of schedule. Newswatch 16's Melissa Sander was among hundreds of people who gathered along the banks of the Susquehanna River for the ceremony.
Those who turned out for the dedication of the $20 million four-lane Veterans Memorial Bridge didn't seem to mind the morning rain. That is, not as much as they mind the old Bainbridge Street Bridge, notorious for hour-long traffic backups.
Well, if you wanted to get across the river in a hurry, you never made it.
And you shook your head and you said to yourself, can't wait till the new bridge gets finished. Now, after more than 50 years, the old two-laner and the aggravation are being replaced with modern convenience.
This represents one of the last items of unfinished business on the highway and bridge agenda, which we set forth to conquer in 1979.
A program so successful, Thornburg says a second billion-dollar bridge program is on its way to repair 3,500 Pennsylvania bridges after 1988. Business leaders who spoke today say this new span is vital in bringing this area into the 21st century.
We've already had a new industry indicate that they're going to be putting a facility in the Shamokin Dam shopping center.
This was cause for celebration. In with the new, out with the old. In the morning, workers begin tearing down the Bainbridge Street Bridge. Melissa Sander, Newswatch 16, Snyder County.
Another step has been taken toward building a new arena in the Poconos. We told you last month about a businessman's plans to build the arena on a 250-acre Monroe County site now owned by the Worldwide Church of God in Coolbaugh Township. Today, Newswatch 16 has learned arena developers reached a sales agreement with the landowners. The sales agreement is contingent on the township's willingness to rezone the property for the arena. The site is located directly across from the Mount Pocono Airport. And the Weather Watch is next with our chief meteorologist, Tom Clark.
And I know you're looking ahead to Thanksgiving. We all are.
Yes, I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen. This week is not going to be as bad as last week, though. That's some good news right there. When we come back, I'll be telling you about some nice weather headed our way. You're watching Newswatch 16 on WNEP TV, and we're proud to serve Selinsgrove and all of Snyder County.
Kelly asks, why settle for a good tire when you can get a great tire? And why settle for expensive when you can get a good deal? In fact, why settle at all? Get a good deal on a great tire with Kelly.
Get a good deal at Jack Williams Tire and Auto Service Centers on the great Navigator 600 and all-season steel-belted radio with a new generation tread and outline black sidewall lettering.
Kelly Tires, a good deal on a great tire.
All across the country, Christmas is a special time, and it can be even more special with gifts from Kmart. The nicest gift for any kitchen is a Sunbeam Oscar food processor, the perfect kitchen helper. Powerful enough to handle all kinds of food preparation, Oscar's also compact, easy to use and clean. And now it's sale priced at just $53. When it comes to America's favorite time of year, the place to go is America's favorite store, Kmart, the saving place.
Well, let's go out to the backyard and see what the week ahead looks like. How about it, Tom?
Okay, Karen, thank you. Not too bad. Warmer temperatures this week than what we had last week. And most of what we get in the way of precipitation will be in the form of rain. We had a little bit here this morning, 800ths in the gauge in the backyard tonight. It's partly cloudy overhead. And all this week on the Weather Watch, we'll be announcing the final 100 winners in the snowblower contest. And here's the first list of 20 names. Now, these people were picked at random from all entries, and each will get a corduroy John Deere cap. And they're kind of nice. And we'll be mailing them out within the next 10 days. So congratulations to all of our winners tonight, and we'll have more tomorrow. On the Weather Watch tonight, we go down to Carbon County, where John Bashego Jr. has 42 degrees in his backyard, a few clouds overhead in Summit Hill. Brad Satorka has 40 now up there in Clifford. It's mostly clear. But Ed Watts says it's a little bit colder out his way in Unityville, Lycoming County, 36 and clear at his place. At our place now, we have a jet taking off, and well, there's a view today from the Poconos, and photographer Tom Hovey was in the Poconos today under the watchful eye of that young doe grazing in someone's backyard. 41 degrees here now, humidity 62%, northwest wind at 7, and the barometer is rising from 30.12. Note the snow cover still in the Poconos today. 47 the high today. We've lost all the snow here. Thanks to those warm temperatures. 41 the low last night, 69 and 14 the records for this date. Now we put the clouds into motion, and over the past 24 hours we've been tracking a front across Pennsylvania. Brought the rain last night, and the clouds you can see now beginning to break up over the state, but a big blotch of white down to the south. Big rainstorm down that way, up to 7 inches of rain has been reported in parts of Louisiana and East Texas. 87 in Sarasota, Florida today, and a record high of 79 in Wilmington, North Carolina. This high should begin to dry out the atmosphere overnight tonight, and that will allow for plenty of sunshine tomorrow as it drifts on to the east. Jet stream winds basically from the west all this week, and so we won't see any bitter cold temperatures, but there is a kink in that jet stream pattern. It's coming up like so from the south, and that should allow some of this rain to begin to leak into our atmosphere, I think, by daybreak on Wednesday, and it'll become quite windy, but it looks now as if the storm system should move offshore far enough to allow for a better day here on Thanksgiving. So no snow this time this week. Okay, we'll see the stars tonight. A few clouds overhead. The last quarter moon will be rising along about midnight. A tranquil night as the winds die down. 28 up there in Montrose, about 28 in Orange. northern Luzerne County. Jim Thorpe and Selinsgrove in the low 30s tonight. Montoursville about 30. The northwest wind tonight no more than 5. And the sunrise for tomorrow morning. That is 7:03, and your sunset now at 4:38. Overnight, under the clear skies, the ground is still quite damp, and we'll have some patchy fog forming later on tonight. Some of it could be dense. About 31 here, about 48 tomorrow, thanks to a very sunny afternoon. So hope you enjoy it. And then the clouds come in tomorrow night. It gets very windy, and the rain should begin here Wednesday morning. Some of that could be heavy. 54 for the high, quite mild. Thanksgiving Day, Karen and Nolan, looks like it'll be in the 50s, partly sunny.
Looks
for that.
pretty good, though.
That's nice.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Thanks,
See you on
Tom.
the update,
Okay.
Tom.
Tim Carlson is next with the Sports Watch with the complete story on today's Eastern Conference Class C semifinal football game.
Plus, the opening day of Black Bear season.
Listen, yeah, Doc, I think she's ready.
Okay.
I'll be right over.
In Markesan, Wisconsin, when a patient can't get to Dr. Lippert's office, Dr. Lippert brings his office to his patients.
Daddy, where is he?
And the office he relies on, a Subaru wagon. So happily on this night, Dr. Lippert delivered a healthy 72-pound cat.
Where you're sitting is only a short drive to your Subaru dealer.
A Hill shopper is at no risk at any time. They are going to get the best prices around. They get Hill's everyday low price, and then they get the best advertised price from any competitor.
No risk shopping.
So if you are a Hill shopper and you know there is an item advertised at a competitive store, we'll match that price for you. You just show us the ad, we'll match the price. There's no need for a Hill's customer to go anyplace other than Hill's.
Another reason why Hill's is great for gifts.
Well, Tim, the boys down at the gas station were keeping their eyes open today for those hunters coming in, and they saw a couple.
They're going to see quite a few before the week's over, Nolan. This is the day the big game hunters of Pennsylvania long for every year, the start of the bear hunting season. Sports Watch 16's Tom Tidy stopped by a Game Commission check station to see how things have been going today.
The Pennsylvania Game Commission expects about 20 to 25 bear harvest coming into their headquarters in Dallas today for the start of the 3-day extended season. It's the first year that all counties in the state are open for bear hunting since the late 70s. The Pennsylvania Game Commission expects about 1,500 of these black bears to be shot this 3-day season, about 500 up from last year. If not, there could be some problems.
If you do not get that harvest, then you will have problems next spring, next summer with damage complaints from the excess of bear that are out there in the wild. Depending upon what the area is, you can do extreme damage to, say, beehives, to livestock and that type of thing.
The first harvest was brought in at 11:25 this morning, the second just 5 minutes later. It was Kevin Zaldonis' first bear.
115 pounds. I saw it and I waited for a standing shot and I shot and it dropped. Then it got back up and ran. Then I hit it once more and it died there.
What did you think when it started running again? This happened to me.
Yeah, I was just hoping it would just stay down, but it got up and took off.
About 92,000 licenses were sold for this bear season. That's 92,000 hunters after 6,500 bears. The Game Commission is hoping that the large amount of hunters and the extended season will get the Pennsylvania black bear population back to a more easily controlled number. Tom Tidy, Sports Watch 16, Dallas.
The one Eastern Conference semifinal left over from the weekend was played this afternoon. It was a Class C semi between Mahanoy area, the number 10 team in the Super 16, and Lackawanna Trail. Albie Oxenrider has the results on the game that was postponed from Saturday.
Today may have been the start of bear season, but there was one group of bears on the prowl, the Mahanoy area Golden Bears. It's already 8-0 Lackawanna Trail, but Mahanoy's Bob Lawrence scores on the quarterback sneak, and with the two-point conversion, the Bears tied this game at 8. On Mahanoy area's next possession, it's a broken play at the goal line, but Lawrence takes it in again. The two-point conversion failed, but still it's a 14-8 Mahanoy area lead at the half. It stayed that way until midway through the fourth, when Dan Kern scores the third Bear touchdown of the day, and with the two-point conversion, it was 22-8 Mahanoy area. Kern added one more touchdown with 14 seconds left in the game, and the Golden Bears win this game by a final score of 28-8.
I'm always pleased with the effort all year, really. We've never had a game where I could say the effort was not there. We just super effort all year.
With today's win, the Golden Bears move into the Class C championship. That'll be this Saturday against Shenandoah, a team that they beat earlier this year. There'll also be one of 3 games this weekend to wrap up the high school football season. Albee Auction Riders Sports Watch 16, Factoryville.
Baseball's final 2 postseason awards going out this week. St. Louis Cardinals relief pitcher Todd Worrell has one of them after being named the National League Rookie of the Year. The 27-year-old right-hander came within 1 vote of a unanimous selection by the Baseball Writers Association of America, getting 23 of 24 first-place votes and easily beating out San Francisco Giants second baseman Rob Thompson. That's Rob Thompson. Worrell was really the obvious choice for the Rookie of the Year honors, coming up with a league-leading 36 saves in 74 appearances. He won 9 and lost 10 with a super 2.08 earned run average. Worrell, the second Cardinal in a row to win Rookie of the Year. Vince Coleman won it last year. And one more bit of baseball news today. The Pittsburgh Pirates have conditionally traded Rick Rhoden, a pitcher, to the Yankees for pitchers Brian Fisher and Doug Drabek. The Pirates also sent pitchers Cecilio Guante and Pat Clements to the Yanks in the deal that will not be final until Rhoden signs a contract with the Yanks. And that's an interesting deal. Again, the Yankees trading away the young guys. I don't understand why they do that, but...
And they need pitching, right?
What can I tell you? But big game tonight, of course, the Jets and the Miami Dolphins, and it's going to be a good one.
Okay.
Tim.
Thanks,
Thank
Tim.
you.
And that is Newswatch 16 for a Monday.
Be sure to join us tonight on The Update when we'll have a hair-raising Monday night dumb delight for kids only.
World News Tonight is next. For the team, thank you for joining us.
Enjoy your evening.